On to round 3. Younger fighter in the red gloves, Adrian Yanez. 13 pro fights of experience, 4 inches of height. He has gotten stronger as this fight has gone on. Maybe Hollis now not as anxious to get this fight to the ground, which instinctively is where he wanted it at the start. He took some pretty good shots down there in round 2.
Easy body lock by Yanez. He was confident on top in round number 2. Let's see if he goes for the takedown. There it is, outside trip.
Full guard, but Yanez has been able to get to his feet and land some shots from this position. The second one got through.
This is where Yanez did so much damage in round number 2. Hollis does not want to stay here. You got to wonder if he's just going to maybe push off and try to get back to his feet. Hasn't come close to the submission in quite a while.
Hollis again, round 1, he was able to walk the cage to get out. Yanez has taken that away from him here in rounds 2 and 3. Yanez almost put himself back into that guard to get in closer and get the shots.
He was worried about being in triangle trouble for a second there. Trying to pass around to the right, couldn't get it. Didn't want to go back in the center with one arm in and one arm out, so went back into the guard.
This is where this fight was for much of round 2.
Come on, guys, stay busy, gentlemen.
Yanez is trying to stay busy.
Trying to work the arm triangle. Got to get that arm further over.
Which way?
Across the neck, and it didn't happen. Arm triangle works because the arm cuts off your blood supply. If it's too high or it's not far over enough, it won't work. You're just cranking for no reason.
Those up kicks have been close to dangerous.
The problem is, when your legs are that long, if your opponent isn't standing way up over you and you have a lot of range, you're going to cut short on that kick. It's not going to generate the power you need to knock a guy out. A guy with short legs, those would actually do a lot more damage. I mean, you can get him from a long distance, but he needs a lot of range to keep a guy at the end of his kick.
As the younger fighter on top has stayed patient.
Toes out of that cage, Brian. Last one, man.
Trying to step through. You can see the wheels turning. Different things he's thinking about, but it's just so hard.
Been a step behind every time. Looks like he wants to play a leg lock game, but not able to get his hips close enough to use it. Control by Yanez, great maturity, fighting a much more experienced and unorthodox fighter. I think he came out on top.
That was the most striking thing about this fight was Yanez staying poised against a very unorthodox opponent. Just 22 years old. "18 professional fights in 46 months for that man, Ryan Hollis." Adrian Yanez was in control, stayed poised, even very early in the fight when he was on his back. And the relief you can see pointing to the sky, losing his father last week. Cancer came on very suddenly. Time to grieve has finally come. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance, we'll go to your three cage-side judges, David Bell, Chris Reed, and JJ Ferraro. All see it the same at 29-28. All for the winner by unanimous decision, Adrian "Pretty Boy" Yanez.
An emotional night for a young fighter. That was an awful lot to overcome. Grief and a veteran opponent, but Adrian Yanez did both here tonight.